the video completely? Arun, was it all clear? And were you able to hear?
Because now I don't want to.
Yes, Saravana. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was able to hear it.
As long as you're able to listen, I don't know whether you are okay. Fine, that's fine. You carry on. I don't want to talk to you at this point of time. As long as you're connected, that's fine. And let's go to some more participants. Let's go to Kanchana. Yes, Kanchana, how was it?
Yes, sir. Yeah. It was clear.
It was clear. Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, great. Now, the reason why I played this is like, see, we talk about TED. I don't know how many would have seen TED or how many knew TED, right? So this is just a glimpse of our someone who's from our community whom you can relate, someone who's wearing a sari, not like some white coming in, maybe a skirt or maybe a tie and stuff like that in a coat and then talking something and all. So you can connect to them. They are our people and they have done something exceptionally well, right? So that is what it is. And they are occupying the stage and they are talking and they are also sharing what they have to share. So many things in terms of which we can carry on. So I just wanted to, it will be only fair if I can quickly go on to everyone. I thought I'll do it in a chat so that we get all the responses. What are the 3 things which stood out? If you want to share here in the chat box quickly. And so Arun, don't even try. Okay, you've got 2 hands on your steering wheel. I don't want you to, right? So try some magic there, please. I didn't know that you were driving. Okay, fine. So what are the 3 things which stood out? So can we have it quickly here? It shouldn't take more than 30 seconds. Can we do that? Yeah, Vijay has typed poor, rural and girl. Absolutely. Rashmi, you can also do that. I think first time you saw it. And so you can also type it if you want. Rural, girl, education, fantastic. If you want to type more as well, I'm saying 3 because minimum you can type 3. You want to type 10 as well, you certainly can. How about others? Viraj, Pradeep, Apsana, Kokila, even Baby, to you as well. Yes, Viraj Shetty is saying importance of education. Fabulous. Very good. See, it's not like which is good, which is not good and all, right? What's something which stood with you? Yes, girl, rural and all. Okay, I'll come to you when it gets another 10 seconds or there about that. Apsana, never give up, whatever happens. Yes. Rural, girl, Kokila, yes. Okay. Kanchana and Sharanya, I think they are abstaining from voting. Oh, Kanchana has typed a big one. Okay, so I just should have hold on for 1 second more, I believe. Right, even coming from interior place, she achieved her dream. Okay, brilliant. She did not limit that herself. She helped others as well. Fantastic, very good thought. Importance of education and made her parents proud. Absolutely, it did. Very relatable and inspirational and motivational is what Pradeep is saying. Fantastic, representing culture. Fantastic. Okay, so we have got enough of the what do you call stuff from you. So this is precisely it is. So this is there available. This is free, and please make use of it. Right. So that is what I'm saying. There are so many. It will help you in language. It also frame your thoughts as well, and you get motivated when you see someone who has done well, someone who has been like us and they have come from where we are, and then they have achieved something really exceptional. So have we not achieved anything exceptional? No, we all have achieved exceptional. You're here and you're doing your stuff. This is all good, but is it okay? Do you want to go one step further? Do you want to do something else? So that's the kind of a thing. And also my intention is language. I primarily prepared this because TED is like an ocean apart from YouTube, where there are a lot of inspirational stuff like this. One. Second is like language. Third is like how they are there in the public speaking forum in terms like they have an audience. Many of the audience were whites there. right? So they were there, they were representing, they were talking, and they were interacting and all. And look at, so this is all possible. I don't think so anybody, even in 201, maybe in Apsana or maybe in Kokila, should think that they can't do that. You all can do that. First of all, you need to think that you can do that, and then you work on how we can do it, right? So these are the stuff which stood out, and I'm happy we occupied this space in today's class and doing this. A few of the stuff is like, one thing is like Shetty. After joining Desi Crew, Shetty has become a very popular surname for me, because there are a lot of participants who are from that belt, Karnataka and Maharashtra belt. I think they are called Shetty. So TED Woman was it. And let me also tell you, if you have something exceptional to say and all, I was reading about TED, you can also be a participant in that. If not today, after 5 years or 10 years, you can go and represent it. It's all free. You don't have to pay anything to them to be a part of it. They will take care of your accommodation and travel and everything, and you will have a great honor that will stick with you for ever your life. You don't know, because somewhere down the line you will be achieving something more or there about that. Look into that. So it's about the rural thing. It's what they see. A lot of people pointed out the poor village girl, right? A lot of humor she used in, right? So otherwise it would have gone a bit serious. She said, like, try to finish high school when she asked her mom, can I go and study? She said, finish your high school, then we will think about that. Was a humor, right? And she read a book, Helen Keller. Even I don't know, I'm not a big book reader. Some of you might be. And it was 1,600 miles away, fellowship and all, right? So full scholarship, and she got a praise from the entire audience. Okay, and so these are the stuff. And right, one thing is like alienated. That's a word. Alienated is like aliens who come from a different place. Alienated is like you are in a different place. Suppose you go to UK tomorrow, and you're completely there alone, and you are alienated because you're coming from a different culture. Even the way she used her mobile as a humor, absolutely, and that's the only way how she could do that. And people used to judge peers, those who have studied with them, a rural population. She was 22, of the same age of our founder, Salome, right? She started, when she started the company, she was 22. Some of you listened to the launch, right? And education, a lot of you said that. And we had this, what do you call, Jilly in the bottle last Super Shaniwar, and I was given the difficult task in picking up one question to the jury, which was fabulous. So I picked up Sri Lekha's stuff. Why? Because she talked about education, right? Because education changes. There was a leader who also said, give 3 things free to the country, don't give anything free. The 3 things. One is education. Once you give them education, they are there on the feet. Second is like, give them health, quality health, make everything free, which will not happen definitely. Third is like, have a good justice system where again it's free. And these are the 3 things you make free and quality. The country would be on some scale, but will it happen? I don't think so. Anyway, so that is one. So education, she talked about TV, where her entire family stood up to the TV and all, right? So boxed cage, and these are the stuff. So this was a great thing. And so feel free. There is hundreds and hundreds of them to explore. And please, I don't know whether anyone would have watched TED before. If you have watched, great. If you haven't, I think through this English class, we have kindled or maybe rekindled some sort of interest in you, and which can carry on for you in terms of language, in terms of confidence, in terms of thoughts, and in terms of various other things. Okay, so what I would do now is like, as I said, I'll have some slides which I'll play, and I'll do that now. We are far behind in this particular class, and then let's see how much time we have. And then we will play something else as well. And also, I think, I don't know whether you heard about it, like, because meat is going to become, they are going to restrict meat for just 1 hour. There was an talk there. I don't know whether if you have read it. So now it's unlimited. Once you log in, you can be there for almost a long time. It's valid for 365 days as well. I saw news yesterday where they have not made it, so it will be only available for 1 hour, and so that was something which was there. Anyway, so this was TED. It is called TEDx. So that is what it is. So what we did is like I played this particular stuff. This lady, right, the Shetty. I played her today. Even there is an Indian version where Shah Rukh Khan does host it. So you can watch that as well, right? And there are so many of them. There are kids and there are women, as I said. And this is like Deepak Ramola, right? He has several videos, but one video where he stands out for me is like where he talks about like what do people regret when they have to leave world, when they know their life is about an end. What is that they regret most? So that's a beautiful video. If you get an opportunity, just watch that, right? And they are what they regret is that to whatever stuff which they did wrong, they just want to say sorry, right? So that is something, a beautiful video. It's in, right? So that's one. So I'll not go more into that. And there are some greatest talks, and there are a lot of Indians as well. So this is a great platform. Please make use of it. This particular platform. Why? Because this is not only for motivational thing, as I said, it's also for the language. Okay, so TED, what's their like? We care, we share, we are on air. That's the slogan for DC radio. This is like ideas worth sharing. That's what they call TED. It is worth sharing, right? TED, what TED stands for? Nothing. Like TED is like technology, entertainment, and design. That is what TED, and it's called TEDx. Post online organization for free distribution. It's absolutely free, right? I realized today there is also a TED website as well. You can go and see. Not required to go through YouTube. Probably I was playing this TED video from there. Maybe it got stuck. Usually YouTube never gets stuck. So that's another learning for me. Under the slogan, this is a slogan which was there, right? The speaker, like Twitter, it has a limit of 250 characters. Similarly, this has a limit of 18 minutes. So Shetty just used there about 8 minutes or so, but you can go up till 18 minutes as well. So there are some big what do you call videos as well. Okay, so the speaker have 18 minutes to present their ideas in the most innovative and engaging way they can, right? Like she did now. Great platform to listen to new and great innovative ideas. We all have got this innovative idea where, again, this is more into the rural thing she was talking about, like our company. Or we feel proud, like we are into a setup where it is not only giving a livelihood, but also somewhere down the line, we are also doing something noble cause in terms like giving livelihood to people who are there in the rural place as well. One. Second is like a very powerful medium in today's world, right? So this is not as big as YouTube, because YouTube has everything, but their concept is completely different. It's only related to the motivation stuff and all, right? But it's also a great platform. It has picked up in last couple of years. Everybody know about this now. And if you see, there is also an Indian version where Shah Rukh Khan did it initially. I don't know whether he's still doing it. So there is also Indian version where speakers like her or maybe her, and there might be, and Ramola as well. I saw Shah Rukh Khan was sitting there when Ramola was doing this. So I've seen that particular TEDx. Okay, fine. So this is there. So the second thing is like a very powerful medium in today's world to understand, learn, improve, innovate, etc. Stories of courage. Like this girl, she didn't fight a battle on the border, but there was a bigger battle for her about her life itself and where she is now today, right? Would she have got educated, right? Would she would have left her village? Would she could have started a company like Bodhi Tree? I don't think so, right? So there is a lot of emotion. So I really felt very happy for her when she said, and the crowd were acknowledging her and all, right? So emotion, drama, achievements, out of box thinking. What is out of box thinking? Which is not the usual thing we all think, like something unique, something great. If Newton didn't think, why did the apple fall? So we would still be thinking about what is gravitational thing, right? So that is what it is. Hilarious stuff at times, etc. So that was there. And there was a lot of hilarious comedy there. And this is what I say to my participants as well. Use humor. Humor is a great connector. You use one humor, you are connecting with your audience, and then it'll ease you as well. I spoke about a little bit yesterday as well. Okay, there was actually it was Viraj who was talking yesterday. He put a lot of humor in an instant free speech, and immediately, right? So you feel like it eases him out, and the audience start laughing, and then you feel proud, you feel happy, and you get that electricity from the audience, and you keep on going. So that is there as far as humor is concerned. Yes, you stick with your topic, but there is something which you can do as well. Wonderful platform to understand the nuances. What is nuances? The finer points of public speaking. Great. So this was more for public speaking as well. And guess what? This is absolutely free as well. Like YouTube, this is absolutely free as well. Okay. So this is one. Second is like audio podcast. See, I don't know how many of you know about audio podcast. Any podcast is like where it is like into audio. So that I mentioned podcast as well and audio as well. So we have a lot of audio stuff which is available. There are a lot of FM radios as well which is available, which is absolutely in English. Right. So listen to them when you are focused on doing something. It can go on your background as well. They could be focused and casual listening as well. This Shetty's video could have been a focused listening, but there could be casual listening which can play on the background like a music or something. Like there are many audio podcasts as well, right? So had we had time, we could have done more about this as well. I wanted to focus more into audio podcast as well, but we just have 2 classes, so we can do only what we can do. So why should you learn English with podcast? That's a question. Why? They are easy and convenient, because it's like you can play and then you can do your stuff and all, and keep the stuff going on in the background. They help you develop listening skills, which is very important. Listening skills will only develop with the audio more and more. See, those who work with any contact center or any call center or something like that, where they have to listen to a lot of things and make questions, right? So, or what happens is that it improves your listening, skills. Why? Because you have to listen and do something. So over a period of time, when you do something, it becomes a great skill to have, and it becomes your habit, and also you are able to pick up stuff much more faster than others. So that's why I said listening is a very, very important tool as far as the learning is concerned, especially language as well, which is very, very important. So they can teach you special vocabulary. These podcasts, whether Indian, I've seen Indian podcast as well, right? Some of the podcasts which is there from the other countries as well. They can help you improve your pronunciation, which is very important. Pronunciation. Don't worry about how to pronounce a word. As long as someone is pronouncing is correct, you pick it up and you say the way, and that's fine. It's all done. And they are all free as well. There are lots and lots of audio podcasts which is absolutely free. It will not cost you money, right? So this is another great way, right? Effective strategies to learn using podcasts. Start with podcasts that focus on learning. Listen with text accompaniment if it is available, right? Make a note of new vocabulary. Always keep vocabulary time was to ensure you get into a habit where you are on lookout for new vocabulary. You don't let it go. Because I keep saying that the cooking example, you can't cook the same idli dosa every day. Somewhere down the line, you have to go into something else as well. You need more and more vocabulary. If you want to articulate, if you want to become a great speaker over a period of time, which you all can do, right? So this is what it is, because the finer vocabulary, new words and all, how to use it in a sentence, how to use it with style and panache as well. There is no requirement where it says English has to be spoken very respectfully, not required, right? That's why I say watch movie. Hopefully we play today or maybe another day, where you look at few things, how they are talking, right? Hey, why you're telling me this? What did I do? Right? So you can say, why you're telling me I didn't do that? That way also we can say, hey, why you're telling me this? What did I do? It's not me, right? So they're putting life into what they're saying. So can we not do that? We certainly can. So this is what it is. So let's also get out of the respect zone, where in terms like we are talking as if we are talking something very respectfully, not required. We can get out of that comfort zone, use style, use panache, use bit of articulation, sing song. Language is always sing song. It goes up, comes down and all. Right, slow it down if you want. Don't multitask, but here you can do, if something is running in your background, you do multitask, put them into the background. And if you want to do something somewhere down the line, it's hitting, some benefits will happen. So this is one about the podcast. And there are so many podcasts which is available, right? So if you're wondering, it will be only fair I play a podcast here. So just give me 1 second. My system is playing tricky today. So let's see if I can play a podcast. Here we go. So if you search, you get, apart from God, you get everything in today's world, right? So because God is something, probably you have to search inwards. So here it is. I'm playing something which I kept for class, but unfortunately I couldn't do because we didn't have time to do a lot of stuff. So I'll put one thing. This is an Indian one, so this is good. I'm going to share my screen again. And there are a lot of Western podcast as well. So please feel free, and this is all free, and use them and have it run on your background, and you will definitely like. This is Shifa Maitra, and it's her podcast. So let's see. I'll not play the entire one, just to get a sample of what she is doing.
IVM. Hello and welcome to Smile India. My name is Shifa Maitra, and in this podcast I get you delightful, uplifting news from across the country, week on week. Stuff that makes you feel good about being Indian. Clowns always make us smile, right? Now let me tell you about a clown who becomes Superman on some days, Doraemon on others, and Mickey Mouse on Sundays. He can be spotted across slums in Mumbai for the last almost 2 years. The man behind the costumes is social worker Ashok Kurmi. As soon as the pandemic began, he realized he had to create awareness on social distancing and hand washing in the slums, so he set off wearing a PPE suit for his safety. The minute he got to Dharavi, children got scared. They thought somebody had come to take them away to the hospital. Ashok figured that he would have to do something else. He has a day job in the pharmaceutical industry, and even earlier, he used to go to the slums on weekends. This time, he decided to spend 2 hours after work every day and the entire weekend helping slum children across different parts of Mumbai. He used his own money and bought equipment for sanitization, and he protected himself by wearing these different costumes. One day, he went as Superman, and now the children listened to him. They helped him enter their homes and sanitize. As the clown distributed masks, the next time he went, they were willingly wearing them and washing their hands repeatedly. When Doraemon came to give them haircuts, he saw all the children using sanitizers and wearing masks and having so much fun learning how to stay safe in these trying times. Ashok Kurmi is truly a superhero in the city. Now let me tell you about Mushroom Mahila, who was recently awarded the Nari Shakti Award by our president. Beena Devi hails from a small village in Bihar's Munger district, and she is Mushroom Mahila. She realized early in life that women all around her need to earn to feel better about themselves and ensure their children get educated. She read up on mushroom cultivation and secretly cultivated 1 kilo under her bed. Once she succeeded, she decided to enroll in a course at the agricultural college in the district. Despite stiff opposition, she stood her ground and began mushroom farming. She then convinced other women to join her, and soon they were all doing well. Beena Devi was made the Sarpanch of her village, and she then went all out to empower women, taught them organic farming, goat farming, dairy farming, along with keeping an eye on mushroom farming, of course. Now women across the belt are able to earn their own living and contribute to the family income. As a token of appreciation, the Prime Minister got Beena as one of the women who handled his Twitter handle on Women's Day. Beena Devi shows all of us that where there's a will, there's always a way. Shreyans Bhandari and Ramesh
Okay, so this can go on and on. The Beena, when Beena's stuff was told about, I wanted to stop it there, but then it was so interesting, right? So these are the stuff which is, see, this is a podcast. and so it can go on the background. When the podcast plays, no, you're focusing only on the audio, and what is happening is like you're learning something, right? Look at the way she was talking, very smoothly, very elegantly, very flawless, simple language. I don't think so there was even one particular word where it was very difficult to understand. And they are trained actually, right? So they would have done it for a long time. So good practice for us to probably use it in our style as well, where we can get in the flow, where we can get in elegance, where we can we are able to talk confidently and also elegantly as well. So this is what it is. So there are hundreds of podcasts as well, which is absolutely free, and there are some podcasts which is not from India, not native Indians, which is from West as well, and then listen to that as well, and that is also very, very great. So this is another way where you would be able to learn, right? So as long as we have where there is a will, there's a way. That's what Bina said. So as long as we think, we have a mindset where we want to learn, we want to get to the next level, right? You definitely can. And language is like, especially English language, you can never say that I am there, I have achieved everything, I'm there, I'm comfortable. It's always room, right? And so it's always room, even for trainers. So we interact with a lot of training communities. I know quite a bit of trainers, not only from Tamil Nadu, from other places as well, right? And when we interact and we keep talking, yeah, we do a lot of other trainings as well. When we do language training as well, we keep talking to us. No, we can't never say that we are where we should be. So I'm look out for learning a lot, right? It's always nice to look out for something new, some new technique, which will benefit our students as well, and at the same time, which will also help us to become better. So that is also there. So that's another great stuff which can be done, like the Roger Federer, what he said, like when he was on top for such a long time, he always used to see what better he can do, how you can improve, because if you are there at the same place, you're not growing, right? You're stagnant. And I always wanted to do well, and that's why he's still, a lot of people are questioning why he was there in Wimbledon. He has achieved everything, but probably he wants to try. That's another thing. Okay, let's see what we have. A few more slides, hopefully we can take today, and we have another 7 minutes. So let's see, and then I don't think so we have time for the movie, and so we would be able to do it another time. So we are done with the podcast. So let's come to the speaking stuff. So this is the most important thing, and we have done quite a bit of activity in 201 and in 301 as well, right? And as they say, no, you are judged by your bank statement, or maybe how big is your house, or maybe how big is your car and stuff like that, or do you have one or not, right? Similarly, let's be very honest, there are people who will definitely make judgments. They will judge you, right? Whether you want it or not, they will, right? So the first thing first is like, the first thing which comes to the foray is like speaking. Because if you are able to master speaking, if you are able to speak well, right, you can manage the other skills, right? We are not going to use reading much, right? Listening, yes, we all are comfortable in listening. So what comes to the foray is speaking. Yes, writing is a big challenge as well, no doubt about that, right? As Mani sir himself said, he challenged the entire community, Desi crew itself, like a couple of paras, if you ask them to write, it will be a big challenge. But I'm very proud that most of you 201 and 301, you have done a wonderful job with that. I've given a lot of topic which was very related to you, and you came out with flying colors and somewhere very, very good. And a lot of these writing skills brought out your life, right? About the plays, about various other things which was given. So speaking is very important, coming back to the point, right? So this is where people are judged. And you can also judge yourself as well. But we will judge in all the parameters, but people do judge. So let's see what it is, speaking part, right? How can I practice my speaking skill when I'm alone? This is very important, right? So when you're alone, no, you definitely can, because you can say, no, I don't have a speaking buddy. I don't have anybody with whom I can speak, right? Who can I speak? Because my wife doesn't speak, or maybe my kids I can speak, but who else who speaks better than me, or who is able to speak well and stuff like that? speak alone then. Listen more and speak alone, and use the stuff which you have listened, and then try and use it, right? As long as there is a will, there is a way, as Veena said. And also watch a lot of stuff in terms of movies, right? Switch over from Tamil or maybe Kannada or maybe any other language to English now, right? As I said, that's why I thought I'll play a YouTube movie as well, which is absolutely free. You don't need a Netflix or Amazon Prime to watch, or maybe Hotstar or any other stuff. There are thousands of movies which is available. Pick something which you like and play it. Let it go on the background. You watch, keep watching, and then over a period of time, you will be replicating the style, the language and stuff and all, right? Teach yourself famous speech and monologue and all. If you can do that, it can happen, right? Right. Memorize your favorite quotes or repeat it loud. It's always nice to have a lot of quotes in your pocket. You never know, right? So you can always have a lot of quotes which you can use in your life as well. One. Second is like memorize your favorite song and sing it. That's the reason I played a lot of songs in the classes. So paucity of time, I couldn't do more, right? So get into the music habit where you will be listening to more music. It will be great as well. And also you can sing along with that as well. And lyrics are there to help you. Memorize a poem that helps you. You never know, because I don't know how many would be into poem, but you will be surprised. There will be a lot who like poem. Memorize a poem that speaks to you. Have a discussion with yourself, right? When you're alone, and you can have a discussion. So when we have a discussion, sometime it can be in Tamil or any other language. Have it in English. Dictate your ideas instead of writing it down. This is for speaking, I'm saying. Writing is also important. So what you can also do is like dictate your writing stuff as well, right? Maybe instead of writing, you can dictate it to this as well. So I think we have another 2 minutes. Let's see if I can do another few slides as well. Let's think about it. Let's think English in English. That's very, very important, right? And I don't think so we are at that level where we will think in our local language and convert it into English and all. So this is another very, very important thing. Right, this is another important one, comfort zone, which Salome Malhotra also spoke, but this is a different one. This is like get away from your local dialect, which you speak quite often, which of course could be your mother tongue. Get away from that. Get into the English zone. Keep talking for a long time, right? And you will improve, no matter with whom you're speaking and how you're speaking and all. You will improve. So you need to get out of that comfort zone of your local language. For those who are confident, who are there at that level, that's fine. But once you get to that level, you don't have to do this. But till you reach to that level, yeah, it's very important you be in that zone. That is very, very important. Right, sir, there are some eloquent speakers. No matter, they might be good in their local language, might be in English and other language as well. That's fine. After that, you don't have to worry too much of speaking, but before you get in there, you need to be in that zone, right? That's very important. I love that Tamil movie. I would like to watch tomorrow when it's weekend, but why not I watch something which is there in English, which will help me, right? I really love that song, which I would like to listen in Kannada. Yes, please do, but also listen to something which is there in English as well, which will help you, which will be along with lyrics, right? So these are the stuff where we should challenge ourselves. We should get out of the zone, which is also called comfort zone, as far as the language is concerned. And the more and more you do into your this particular language, which is English, you would see result will be immense, right? So with that, I think we have complete.